Patakamam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrachadam Sahagana Raghunathanidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadvaitam Harijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishada He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagat Pade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namosade Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanasude Devi Pranamami Haripriyavancha Kalpadarubhasya Kribasindhubhe Evaja Paditana Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namamanam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhudale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Dinamati Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachayane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Desh Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare. Okay, so we were seeing how Arjuna is speaking about his realization of the universal form. So a quick recap, like what is the difference between universal form and the 200 form of the Lord? Is there any difference? Yes, right, Gita Mataji, what is the difference?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, the universal form of the Lord is very scary, whereas the 200 form of the Lord is very approachable and very charming for the eyes.
Okay, that is one thing. Manasi Mataji, what is it? Next one.
Mataji, the rasas can be found only in the Shyamasundara form.
Good. The rasas in the Shyamasundara form. Prafulla Mataji, what is another difference?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Universal form is more formal and opulent, and the Shyamasundara form is informal and loving.
Okay. Supriya Mataji, is there any other difference?
Hare Krishna Mataji. The universal form is temporary. It is there for few minutes, whereas this form is present in the Vaikuntha for long.
Yeah, permanent form. Yes, and the Hema Mataji also says universal form is temporary. Yes, Shrita Mataji, it is fearful and temporary. Yes, and you can't have that relationship, as Mataji said. You can't have that rasa exchanged in that the universal form. So the 200 form is, and it's yeah. Okay, so this is the difference. So in 11:15. Right. Swayam evatmanatmanam vetatvam purushottama bhudabhavena bhudesha deva deva jagatpate. So Arjuna is now glorifying Krishna, saying that indeed you alone know yourself by your own internal potency, or supreme person, origin of all, Lord of all beings, God of gods, Lord of the universe. So he is saying that you are the Lord of the universe, and we need, so Lord of the universe. Okay. So what is Krishna's another name, because he's called Lord of the universe? Can put in the chat. The Lord of the universe. Yes, Manasi got it right. Okay. No, Vishwarup is that form, but then this why is he the another name which he got, because he's the Lord of the universe. Good. Okay. So you can call him Jagannath or Jagatpati. Yes. Jagatpalak, all that. Jagadishwar. Yes. Good. So all this is because Jagat means the whole universe. So that's why when foreigners are not allowed into Jagannath Puri temple, there's some old tradition wise they are not allowing. We know we are not this body, we are spirit, soul, and Prabhupada have given Jagannath Radha to all over the world, right? So even if Sarang Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Haridas Thakur could not enter the temple to see Jagannath, he used to come out during Radha Yatra and they used to see the chakra. So Prabhupada says, why you're not allowing them to enter into the temple? He's Jagannath. He is the Nath of the whole Jagat or universe. How can you say he belongs to only particular type of skin-colored people? No, he belongs to everyone. The Lord belongs to everyone. Why don't you allow them inside? So they follow the tradition, but it's Prabhupada who brought Jagannath all over the world. So I hope you know the story, how the first San Francisco Jagannath Ratha Yatra happened. If you don't know, you can ask me at the end of the class. I'll tell you how Shyam Sundar Prabhu's wife, Malti Devi Dasi, brought Jagannath DJ and how it was carved and everything. So beautiful how Prabhupada brought it. Now every foreigners, the devotees, most of them have Jagannath deities at home itself. Forget about entering into Puri temple, but they have their Lord in their house. Now that's how the Lord is so merciful. So here Arjuna is saying that you are Jagatpati, you are Jagannath because you belong to everyone. And Arjuna understood. So before that, Arjuna also glorified Krishna. Which was that verse? After seeing the universal form, what did Arjuna react or how glorify Krishna? Which verse is that? It's a famous verse. Yes, Manasi.
Is it Drishtvedam Manusham Ropam?
Drishtvedam Manisham Rupam. Yes, that is one thing. And what else?
And Kiriti Nangadinai Chakrahastam. That one.
That is okay. That is okay. But then immediately, yeah, that is one thing. One.
And that Yachavahasartham Asatrutosi, that I used to like call you as a friend, but now I have understood that you are the Vishwarupa.
Yeah. So what is that? Okay. Yeah. So if someone else can answer, what else? What is the rasa difference happening? How was Arjuna before, and what did it change? Yes, Prafula Mother. How did it change after seeing the Vishwarupa? Yes, Prafula, you can unmute.
First, it was rasa of friendship, Mataji. Then it turned
Initially
to wonder.
It was, yeah, to wonder.
Friendship.
So it went to secondary rasa or dhasya bhav, you can say. From Sakya to Dasya, right? There was a dip in the rasa. Okay. Sorry, got the sloka. So here it says Arjuna Raja. Pashyami devam stava deva dehe sarvam stada buddha vishesha sangha brahmanam brahmanamisham kamalasanastam rishim cha sarvan urgamam chadivyan. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods, various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and other sages and divine serpents. So he is able to see so many things here, right? Arjuna is seeing the living entities all at one place. That is in Krishna's body. Krishna says, Aham Adirhi Devanam. He is the source of all demigods. So Arjuna sees everything in the universe, therefore he sees Brahma, who is the first creation in the universe, and the celestial serpent upon which Garbhadaksha Vishnu lies in the lower region of the universe. This snake bed is called Vasuki, and Arjuna can see the Garbhadaksha Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe. Even the lotus flower, the planet, everything he could see, the Brahma and everyone. And at the end, everything could be seen by Arjuna, who was sitting in one place in his chariot, and this was possible by the grace of Supreme Lord Krishna. Okay, so this time Kanchan Mataji from our class is taking kids batch. Yes, Mataji, so you can go.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so those, I think some of them missed classes because of the because of the teaching, like Sonia Mataji, Pramina Mataji, and Kanchan Mataji. I think a little bit Manasri, and some of them. So you can all message me later on when there is some attendance issue, because you remember how many classes you missed and all that. Okay. So from the beginning to the end, everything could be seen by Arjuna, who was sitting in one place of the chariot. This was possible by the grace of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So Arjuna could see. Now, how do you say Arjuna is not dreaming? We can say Arjuna is dreaming, no? He is dreaming all this Vishwarupa. But what is the proof that Arjuna is not dreaming? Okay. It's an open book question. I mean, open question for all. Anybody can answer. We can just say, oh, Arjuna, you're dreaming all these forms and everything. We can just say it's a dream. But what is the proof that it's not a dream? It comes in the next slokas, I think it comes. Yes, Shraddha Mataji.
Mataji, because I think some saint who was traveling also saw the Vishwaroop, and also the demigods also saw the Vishwaroop of Lord.
Yeah, very
so
good.
Everybody saw.
Yes. So those who were in the higher planetary system also saw. Some of the demigods also saw. That means it's not a dream. Like if only I see what things, okay, you can say it's a dream. But then if multiple people are seeing, it's not a dream. And that is one reason. No. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, even Sanjay, who was sitting and describing,
even Sanjay could see. Yes.
So he could also describe the Vishwarup to Dhritarashtra.
Yes. So that is also thing Sanjaya also saw. But then more than that, because Sanjaya was not there in the there, but the demigods, they were all there. I mean, just above, and then they were witnessing what is happening. Okay, so in that way, yes. So they saw. Sanjaya didn't see. Sanjaya had divine vision, and that's all. But these demigods were directly there, and they could witness. So they also saw. In that way, Arjuna is not dreaming. And here, it is said in the previous sloka, it says Krishna is the reservoir of all relationship. Like Arjuna could have friendship with Krishna, and after seeing the universal form, he had dasya bhav with Krishna. That means all the rasas are there in Krishna. So what is another name of Krishna? Because he is the master of all the rasas. What is Krishna called as? This is
Rasa Sundar.
Ra-
Rasagrahi.
he's
No.
Bhavagrahi. Okay, nobody knows. So he's called Akila Rasamrita Murti by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami says, I think in Nectar of Devotion, he says Krishna is Akila Rasamrita Murti. Akila Rasamrita Murti means all the rasas. Akila Rasa, all the rasas are there in Krishna. So that's why he's called Akila Rasamrita Murti. That's why when you associate with Krishna's holy name, Krishna's devotees, Krishna's scriptures, you feel that happiness. Why? Krishna is the reservoir of pleasure. That happiness is coming from there. Aneka bahudara vakranetram pashyami tvam sarvato anantarupam nanam namatyam naponastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupam. A lot of the universal form. I see in your body many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see you, no end, no middle, no beginning. So for Krishna, he could not see any beginning, or he could not say from where the Vishwarup started. It is like everywhere. Actually, in the picture, they could not depict, but it's actually, you can see a three-dimensional view where everywhere there was Krishna. So Arjuna see Krishna in many bodies, many arms, bellies, mouths, everything without any limit. He couldn't even see which is the beginning and end. So actually, Krishna is like that. He's unlimited, right? So 15 to 19 slokas, Arjuna speaks about his realization of the universal form. Kiridanam gadinam chakirninam cha tejo rasim sarvato diptimanam pashyami tvam durniriksham samandam deepanalar yudim apramenyam. Your form is difficult to see because it's glaring effulgence. So what is what is the effulgence compared to the Krishna's the universal form? The effulgence is compared to what? What's the comparison Arjuna gives? About. Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
It's compared to fire, Mataji.
What?
Fire.
No. Shraddha Mataji.
Mataji, is it like sorry, there's lot of sun blazing in the sky?
Yeah, how many sun? He mentions that. Prafula Mataji. Sun, yes. How many suns?
Sahasra.
Sahasra, good. Sahasra means thousands of sun, okay? Thousands of sun rising. That is the comparison given. It's difficult to see that because of effulgence like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun, okay? So fire, okay, it's fine. But then before that, the comparison given is sun. So you can see here. Where is it given? About the effulgence of the universal form. Yeah, here in the verse number 12, 11, 12, it says, Divi Surya Sahasrasya. If hundreds and thousands of sun were rise at once into the sky, that radiance might resemble the effulgence of the Supreme Person in the universal form. So hundreds of thousands of sun, hundreds of thousands. That is Surya Sahasrasya. So that is the effulgence that's coming. That is again Brahmajyoti. So Arjuna finds Krishna's universal form very difficult to see. Why? Because it's glowing form, Tejo Rasim, adorned with crowns, clubs, and discs. It's glaring effulgence spreading on all sides with immeasurable radiance like blazing fire of the sun. But the comparison given is about sun, thousands of sun rising. So that is, and sun and moon is compared to Krishna's eyes. Tvamaksharam paramam videtavayam. Tvam ashya vishvasya param nidhanam. Tvam avya shashvata dharma gopta sanatanas. Tvam purusho matume. So in the 18th sloka, it says Arjuna attempts to describe the immeasurable, saying you are the supreme Lord by following statement. What does he say? You are the supreme primal objective and ultimate resting place of the universe, and inexhaustible, his oldest, is maintainer of the eternal religion. Anadi Madhyantam Ananta Vidyam Ananta Bahum Shashi Suryanetram. Shashi Suryanetram. Krishna's eyes are the sun and the moon. Pashyamitam Deepta Huda Savitram. Swatejasa Vishwam Itam Tapantam. You are without origin, middle, or end. Your glory is unlimited. You are numberless arms, and the sun and the moon are your eyes. And I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth, burning this entire universe by your own radiance. So much of things is coming from Krishna's body. So here, in many other places also, there is a repetition here saying that repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literary weakness. So sometimes you say again, you hear the same words, no? But it's not repeating actually, because Krishna's glory is much away you say, it's no end. They said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. That's not a flaw. So sometimes it aho bhagyam, they say, so fortunate, so fortunate. So when you wonder, great ecstasy, you keep repeating the verses. So Arjuna describes the Kala Rupa. So this is what this form, Krishna didn't show this to anyone, this Kala Rupa, right? Even Yashoda Maya and Duryodhan could not see the Kala Rupa. Kala Rupa means Harer Nama is also one thing. And Satyam, Satyam, Puna Satyam. Satyam, Satyam, Puna, Puna. When it says that. Bina Radha Prasadana, Mat Prasadana Lapyate. Krishna says, it's truth, it's truth, it's truth. If you don't please Radharani, you won't get my mercy. So the Kala Rupa means the time. Kalosmi, Krishna says, the fearful form. It's been shown in from verse number 19 to 31. We have like 54 verses, 55. 55th verse is very important in this chapter. So we can finish in one more session. So Arjuna describing the Kala Rupa. Okay, so here the universal form is spread throughout the sky and the planet and all spaces between. Seeing this astonishing and ferocious form, all the three worlds are perturbed. From the purport, it is said that space between heaven and earth and the three world, Logatrayam, indicates that not only Arjuna saw. So this is the proof, like that Arjuna is not seeing a dream, but other planetary system, whoever endowed with divine vision, also saw the form. This proves that Arjuna was not seeing a dream. So in the 20th sloka, you can see it is said here that Arjuna is not dreaming. Why? Because many have seen this vision. So not only Arjuna, even the demigods in the higher planetary system, they also saw this particular form. Even in the next sloka, you can see 21 to 22. They also say the prayers by the demigods and sages for protection, all are fearful. The demigods were surrendering and praying with folded hands. And great sages were praying with Vedic hymns. Shiva, Aditya, Vasus, etc., beholding the universal form in wonder. So even they saw the form. So it was not only Sanjaya who saw the form, or Arjuna saw the form. It was also like the Lord Shiva, Adityas, Vasus, all the demigods, and now in higher planetary system. Okay, the demigods were seeing and everyone. So it is said that Arjuna is not just seeing a dream. This is a statement. Arjuna seeing the universal form was not a dream. So you need to explain that. So in that you can say that even people in the heaven and in the earth, that is Trilogam, in the three world, were also blessed with divine vision. They saw this form. They were offering prayers. This proves that Arjuna was not seeing a dream. 22 to 25, also here Arjuna experienced a terrible fearsome sight. He now expresses his pitiful state so that the Lord would withdraw this ferocious universal form. So this is the thing, 20 to 23, we saw it is not a dream. So Arjuna seeing the universal form is not a dream. Why? Because here it is said all the demigods and everyone could see. Here also it is said that Lord Shiva, Aditya, Vasus, Satyas, Vishvedevas, the two Ashvis, Marutis, the forefathers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and perfected demigods are beholding you in wonder. So 22 sloka also says that they have seen the universal form. But now it is disturbing Arjuna. Arjuna didn't want to, because it's terrible and fearsome sight. He don't want to see that particular sight. So that he only asked for the universal form, right? And now he himself is saying, please withdraw this ferocious universal form. He don't want to see. So Arjuna sees in the universal form the future outcome of the war. What does Arjuna see in the, how does he see the outcome of the war in the universal form? What does he see? Yes, Rachita Mataji.
For he sees his cousins entering into Krishna's mouth,
Yes.
like the moth gets burned inside the fire, into that turns into ashes.
Yes.
So that the
So-
Kauravas, I meant, got burnt, just like the moth enters the fire mouth of time
Yes.
by Krishna's arrangement.
Yes. So that is one of the that shows. So what does that indicate? Shraddha Mataji, what does it show? Or what does it indicate?
Mataji, it shows that everything is happening according to the Krishna's plan, and that is Krishna's plan that they will be victorious and the Kauravas will be defeated and they will eventually die. And so
Yes.
Arjuna is just like he's just like an object in Krishna's hand, and who's just an instrument to obey and do. Otherwise, Krishna is the one who's actually planning, and everything is going to Krishna's plan.
Yes. So everything is working under Krishna's plan, and everyone is just an instrument. Arjuna is just an instrument, and Nimitta Matrama Visarvisachin. And he shows that yes, they're going to win, right? And also he says that they're going to get liberation because they're going back to Krishna. So Arjuna sees in universal form the future outcome of the war, 26 to 27. Also in previous also the Lord promised to show Arjuna things he would be very interested in saying. But now Arjuna sees that the leaders of the opposite party, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all the sons of Dhritarashtra, they're all, and their soldiers and Arjuna's own soldiers have been annihilated. Arjuna's own soldiers are also going. Krishna want to take them back to Godhead, right? They're all associates. So this is an indication that after death of nearly all the persons assembled at Kurukshetra, Arjuna will become victorious. And it's also mentioned here that Bhishma, who's supposed to be unconquerable, will also be smashed. So also Karna. Not only with great warriors of other parties like Bhishma be smashed, but some of great warriors of Arjuna's side also. Because Krishna want to take them back. He's going to end his pastime, right? Yeah, so all of them are fortunate because they got moksha, because they were present with Krishna. So the two analogies are saying is, as one thing Mataji said was, as moth dashes to the destruction of the blazing fire. So we can see different moths getting attracted to the light, and they just come in and burns in the fire and die. So in that way, they were entering. Second was, as the waves of the river flows to the ocean, you can see so many rivers keeps flowing to the ocean, and the ocean just takes it. So these are the two analogies, 28 and 29. You can get Bhakti Shastri questions on all the analogies, so you can note down. So the analogies mentioned for the universal form is, one is the moth coming to the fire, next is the fire rivers flowing into the ocean. The universal form is the Kala Rupa, all devouring all people from all the sides. So that's the Kala Rupa, it says. So the Virat Rupa, it also has Kala Rupa. Now Arjuna will be in great fear, and he asks two questions there in the 31st sloka, saying that, who are you and what is your mission? Who else okay. Instead of who are you, who asked the question of who am I to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who asked that question? Only Prafula Mataji knows, no one else knows. Yes, Mataji.
Sanatan Goswami Mataji.
Good. Sanatana Goswami, even though he's a great scholar and everything, he's Rati Manchari, he's just showing us example that how we should start realizing the self, or the Aham Brahmasmi, the self-realization starts with this question, who am I? Ke ami? He asked to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Right? And then he said, why Arjuna is asking the questions? Because although Arjuna knew Krishna as his friend and the Supreme Personality Godhead, he was puzzled by various forms exhibited by Krishna. So different in the universal form itself, he got bewildered. And now he is again asking to clear for us, for our sake, like what, so what is Krishna saying? Shri Bhagavana Vaja Kalosmi Loka Kshayakrit Pravriddho Logan Samahartum Iha Pravritta Rite Api Tvamna Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Avastitha Pratyanikeshu Yodaha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, time I am the greatest destroyer of the world. So what is Krishna? Kalosmi. So when you say, I don't have time to chant, I don't have time to read Prabhupada's book, Krishna has time. Initially, did we ever think we'll chant 16 rounds? That's like 2 hours, 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. If you could do, that's like the best thing in your life every day. So that 2 hours, we never thought we can do. First, we'll be like, oh, one round takes 10 minutes. I don't have time. I don't have time. And slowly, Krishna started expanding your time. You're able to do it, right? So when you have that desire, Krishna will definitely enhance the timing for the devotee, because here it is said, Krishna says, time I am, become my instrument. So as a super soul, Lord Krishna controls all cosmic events according to his will. And as time, he's pushing all things towards destruction. Kalosmi. Kala, the time factor, destroy everything actually, except what it doesn't destroy. What does rising and setting of the sun takes away, and what it doesn't take away for whom? What does time doesn't take away? Time doesn't affect whom? Bhagavatam explains, by rising and setting of the sun, everyone's lifespan decreases. Yes, Prafula Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Time does not affect devotees. The
devotees. Why?
Because they are fully surrendered to Krishna.
Okay, and
devotion is transcendental.
Yes, devotion is transcendental, and they surrender to Krishna. And because of that, rising and setting of the sun can take away lifespan of everyone except for devotees who are continuously into devotional service, because devotional service is eternal, transcendent. And Krishna says, Name Bhakta Pranashati. Might be our body gets destroyed. Yes, it's perishable, but then the devotion or the bhakti doesn't get destroyed. So as Kala Rupa, Krishna says, time I am. So mission is to destroy everything, all the people in the world except the Pandavas. They are devotees, right? And what is Krishna's plan? Arjuna wanted to give up fighting and was indecisive, right? 2.6, the second chapter. He's like, I can't fight. But even if Arjuna did not fight, the death would actually happen, right? Death of everyone, the battlefield couldn't be checked. But that was Krishna's plan. Time is destructible, and all the manifestations are to be vanquished by the desire of the Supreme Lord. That is the law of nature. We keep planning things. And Prabhupada says, the plan and the planner both will get destroyed. We make a lot of plan, OSS. But actually, when we plan something, we should always add one point. If Krishna willing. Okay, I like to do this. I like to go here. I like to do this. And you need to put a comma and says, if you desire Krishna, or if Krishna willing. If Krishna willing, that will happen. But we can't have our own plan. That's Krishna's plan. So here it is said that Krishna's plan, that should work, not our plan, right? So Krishna says, Kalosmi Logakshaya Krit. Time I am the great destroyer of the world. And Chanakya Pandit says, a moment that is lost cannot be taken back. How much of crores of rupees you give, it cannot be taken back. I have a breakout room. Yeah, I have a breakout room. Okay. 33 is a very important sloka. Also, it is said about Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya, how Arjuna becomes an instrument in Krishna's hand. Tasmatamuttishta Yashola Paswa Jitva Shatrun Bhunksva Rajyam Samritam Mayevete Nihata Purvameva Nimitta Matram Bhavasavya Sachin. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory, O Arjuna. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachin, can be an instrument in the fight. This is again a Bhakti Shastri question. Why is Arjuna called Savyasachin? Yes. Why is he called Savyasachin? I expect everyone to read and come, but I don't think everyone is doing it. What do you mean by Savyasachin? Yes, Lakshmi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Sabyasachi means one who can shoot arrow very expertly, and Arjuna was able to shoot arrows even in the dark. He had the quality of shooting arrows. So that is why he is known as Sabyasachi.
Yeah. So that, okay, master of the archery, right? He is able to shoot arrows expertly in the field. And even though he's so expert, Sabyasachi, one who can shoot arrows very expertly, still he should become Nimitta Mata. He should become an instrument in Krishna's hand. If we become an instrument in Krishna's hand, then life is actually beautiful. When we try to do our own painting in the canvas, now it's like life is like, what do you say? Life is like a canvas, and then there's this God like a painter, and the painting brushes you. So that's the analogy given. So Krishna can move the brush in any way. And if you just be like there, along with the will of the Lord, if you keep going, then life is smooth. But if you try to make our own plans and swim across, then it's difficult, right? So nimitta matam, just become an instrument in Krishna's plan. So Arjuna, even if he don't fight, Krishna's like, I'm already going to kill them. I'm already going to kill them. So you fight or not, doesn't matter. But then if you fight, you get the glory. Or in the sense, you can become instrument in Krishna's plan, right? So you to recognize that the whole world is moving under the Krishna's plan. That was the intention. And fool's mentality is like, there is like no plan behind the creation. And they say all is accidental. Now, what is that theory they say that about creation? Does anyone know what is that theory called? Yes, Manasi.
The Big Bang Theory, Mataji.
Yeah, what do they say in that Big Bang theory?
In that there is a plain universe, plain black thing, and over that there is a small egg. So it blasts and everything is created.
So how do they say? How did the blast happen? What do they say about that?
Like
How did the blast
inside the egg, there was a lot of matter which was wanting to come out. So the matter was like a chick who wants to come out of an egg, like that. They say the matter inside wanted to come out, so the egg blasted and everything.
Yeah, how did the blast happen? Yes, they say the blast happened, but what is the reason they say behind the blast? They say it's by chance, no? But how can an explosion happen by chance? Someone has to be there to set the explosion to happen, right? They say there was a big chunk, it exploded, and as Mother said, it just came out. They just have to come out. But then how did the explosion happen? They say, oh, by accident. No, that's Big Bang Theory. That is just foolishness. It can't happen by accident just like that. No. So that's what fool says. And scientists say what? Perhaps, maybe it happened like this. That's also, what is this category of people called as? Those who say it's perhaps, maybe. What are they called as? You can unmute and say. What are they called as? Which category? They come?
Naradhama.
No. They are not that.
Speculators.
Huh?
Dushkritinas.
Speculators.
They are Dushkritinas, but what category they come?
Mudhas.
Muras.
Scientists.
Maya Parutajyana.
Maya Bhratyanam. You're trying all the options. Namam Dushkritinam Muda Prabatyande Naratama Maya Abhratyanam Asuram Bhavamarshita Maya Abhratyanam. They're not fools. Scientists are fools? No, they're most intelligent. And Naradhamas, lowest of mankind? No, they can't be. They are Maya Abhratyanam. They have knowledge, but the knowledge has been captured by Maya. They have knowledge. Definitely the scientists, they're all the PhD people, right? They might be atheists, but then they are Dushkritinas. But then mainly they come under the category of Maya Apahrita Jnanam, whose knowledge, Jnanam, has been Apahrita, taken away by Maya. So they are in bewilderment, or they are in the Mahamaya. So Lord's plan is saying that the whole world is moving according to the plan of the Supreme Personality God. It says the sun, because it's scared of Krishna, it rises. Or it's like that, they work under Krishna's order. Foolish persons who do not have sufficient knowledge think that the nature is moving without a plan and are manifested by accident formation. But there are many so-called scientists who suggest that perhaps it was like this, or maybe, but there is no question of perhaps or maybe. There is a specific plan being carried out in this material world. And what is that plan? The cosmic manifestation is a chance for the conditioned soul to go back home, back to Godhead. So this material world is not created by chance. It's a wonderful creation of Krishna so as to make us realize, like we have jail or prison house. Why is people given imprisonment in prison house? They could have excused or anyone or killed anyone, no? But why there is a prison house? So that it's given a chance for them to regret for what they done, and after coming out of the jail they should become good individuals or citizens. Similarly, this material world is also a jail. We did some mistake and we came here. Now this world is made in order to make us realize that we're supposed to go back and we have done the mistake. So as long as they are domineering mentality, which makes them try to load it over material nature, their condition. But anyone who can understand the plan of the Supreme Lord and cultivate Krishna consciousness is the most intelligent. The creation and destruction of the cosmic manifestation are under the superior guidance of God. Thus, Arjuna is motivated to fight according to the desire of Krishna. This is the path of real happiness and real perfection. So Arjuna now know, oh, I'm just an instrument. right? Real planner is Krishna. Krishna is planning things. But as a soul, we can desire. Tatra laulyam abhimulya kevalam kodi janma sukrutana lapyate. Goswami says we can desire, we can have a desire. Rest, Krishna takes care. Desire in the sense, not for material things, for spiritual things. And 34 also says, Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadradam cha karnam tatanyam apiyoda viran maya hatam stvam jahima vyadista yuddha swacheta sirane sapata. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadrata, Karna and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Krishna says they have been already been killed. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. Now, this is Krishna consciousness. We have to simply follow the instructions of Krishna or his representative, that is Guru. Now, Krishna wants to give the credit to his devotee. Krishna could have done it, but then Krishna wants to give the credit to, like, for example, it says, Krishna could have spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he could do only in Bengal. Why? He kept that mercy for Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He kept that mercy for Bhakti Vinoda Thakur to spread Krishna consciousness in the West Bengal. And then what did he do? He gave the mercy to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur to spread Krishna consciousness all over India. And still he waited for his Mora Senapati Nayak, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada to spread it all over the world. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. He could have done anything. He could spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, but he wanted to give that credit to Prabhupada so that the Prabhupada could take the message all over the world. So similarly, Krishna wants to give credit to his devotees. So when we get some service, we should be very grateful that out of thousands of people, Krishna selected me. Like Krishna gave that service to me, so let me do it. And it's Krishna's plan. So you become an instrument in Krishna's plan. So Krishna wants to give that glory to his devotee. So Arjuna is told to fight and be victorious and enjoy the kingdom. Why? Because Krishna desired the battle, right? Yeah, he glorifies them also. And indicates by the word Krishna knows my plan. So he said, I've already killed them. You just have to perform your duty, do not get disturbed. And Jet Asi means you will be victorious. Get the credit of being my instrument. So they are getting the credits, like molding the life to understand and follow the plan of the Lord. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, every plan, this is a very nice take-home lesson for all of us to apply. Every plan is made by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he's so kind and merciful to his devotees that he wants to give the credit to his devotees who carry out his plan according to his desires. Life should therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of spiritual master. The plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by his mercy. We won't be able to understand the plan of Krishna because we are seeing only this life. Krishna have seen our past life, future life, and everything. It's like three-dimensional movie going in front of Krishna. Krishna knows everything. Whatever is happening, we might get depressed and down and sad that why this is happening in my life. It's because of karma. It's because we desired, definitely. But then Krishna has a plan for it. So what we can do is trust him and have faith in his plan. And we are not seeing only this life. We don't know our previous life. We don't know our future life also. But Krishna knows it. So have trust in his plan. The plan of the Supreme Personality Godhead are understood by his mercy, and the plan of the devotees are as good as his plans. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle of existence. So plan of the devotees are also as good as Krishna's plan. So now we'll have a breakout room. Discuss becoming Krishna's instrument in connection to Arjuna's situation on the battlefield. Discuss any incidents in your personal experience of being Krishna's instrument. So this is your question. Okay, the question is, discuss how you have become an instrument in Krishna's, how did you become an instrument, okay, and how in Krishna's hand. Okay, just you have to discuss your own incident, your personal experience, how you became an instrument in Krishna's hand, a personal experience. Okay, it's very simple, it's just very personal. You can share it in your group, and some of you can come back and tell it in here, and then we'll have our attendance link posted. So just you have to think, how did you become instrument in Krishna's plan, or you feel like you have done something and it was not done by you, in the sense Krishna had a plan and you just became an instrument in that. Okay, you can just go through that. Yeah, I think that is enough. Your personal experience of how of becoming Krishna, instrument in Krishna's hand. Okay. Hare Krishna, Manasi.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, you can post the attendance link now.
Okay, Mataji, I'll just post.
And others will go for the breakout room. I mean, we'll go for the discussion. Okay, now who likes to speak first? Or Shraddha Mataji can post the attendance link. Okay, so we'll take from room number 1. Jyoti Mataji, Lavanya Mataji, Lakshmi Mataji, Meenal Mataji, Praveena Mataji, and Rajat. They're not back? All are back? Yeah. Yes. Okay, I've unmuted everyone. You can, okay. You can speak. Nimitta Matram Bhavasya Vesachin, how we have become instrument in Krishna's hands. Yes, who would like to start? Hare Krishna. Yes, Shraddha Mataji.
Mataji, Neha Mataji would start. Mataji, she wants
Okay.
to share.
Yeah. Where is she? Can't see
Hare
her.
Krishna Mataji.
Ah,
Sorry.
yes.
Yes,
Ah,
Mataji,
yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji, I had taken the double initiation initiated by Brahmanika. So yesterday only what happened? So I was thinking that when I will do the Aarti for the Krishna, I don't know. But yesterday, suddenly our head Pujari has given me the chance to do Aarti, and he has taught me how to do Aarti and everything for the Jagannath. Hare Krishna Mataji. That is my experience yesterday suddenly.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Shubham Prabhuji. Shubham Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Okay,
Mataji,
Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Actually, Mataji, one of my guests, my cousin brother, came to my home before 1 or 2 months back, and we visited our nearby ISKCON temple at that time with him. So there, he listened that Gaura Aarti there, so he liked that Aarti so much, and after that Aarti, there was one senior Prabhuji who gave one lecture on chanting. So he gave the focus on we should chant daily like that. So that my cousin brother inspired so much from that lecture and from that Gaura Aarti, and he started chanting daily 1 round daily. So he's chanting right now, and before some days only he called me and told me that whenever you will come to my home, please bring one Bhagavad Gita with you, like that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So Krishna.
I think Mataji have network issue.
Neha Mataji as in Shubham. Can you not hear me a bit only? Okay.
Yeah, now it's better, but breaking.
Is this one better? Okay.
Your voice is breaking.
Am I better now? Hare Krishna.
So much echo, Mataji. I think you have 2 devices. You can mute one.
Yeah. Because of the network problem. So Mataji, Krishna used Neha Mataji to do the Aarti because he wanted her to do it. So he used her as an instrument. Hello.
Ah, yes, Mataji.
And Mataji, for me, I had this a pre-COVID time. I had my maid and she had her. So she's a child, she scores 85 and 90, and due to some financial issues, my maid couldn't continue her, 12th standard. So she just informed me that my daughter won't be continuing anymore. So I just asked in my friends group, there are some NGOs that if they can help her in any way. So somehow we got her admission in the Nth movement, and somehow she was able to do her 12th. And then the COVID stuck, and unfortunately enough, her mother passed away in the COVID times. So she had no place to go. So the same NGO who financed her education took her into her NGO, and she continued her college, and she also consoled her. So somehow I feel if hadn't been her, this NGO, she would have no place to live, because she was not sure about her father and how she would be treated at home. And she was very scared and very timid. She was just a 12th standard. Now she's completed her graduation and she's also doing intern. So I feel that Lord wanted her to get to an NGO, and just Lord used me an instrument so that she gets placed. He already knew what's coming. Lord already knew the COVID would be coming. Lord already knew that her mother will pass away. Lord already knew that the child has no place to go. So somehow Lord arranged everything, and somehow she got into the NGO, and somehow her education and life got stored. Now she's working as an intern in some company, and she's still staying in NGO and doing, part-time work in NGO. So Lord used Shubham Prabhuji, Neha Mataji, and me as an instrument to drive a plan which he had already planned for us. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Yes. So we'll start with room number 2.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Just got home. Sorry, Mataji. I was driving. I got in the roadblock. There was some kind of accident, so we were stranded for at least 2.5 hours.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji. I'm very lucky to have you all as my teachers. That's how the grace has come upon me. And as you had given me few classes here and there, and then those students, Mataji, they have some family problems, so they text me and they write to me, and I help them out with the situation they are facing with their family, Mataji. There is some, she's a doctor and she's having a very rough time with her family as she miss her parents and all. And there are some students who are having some kind of disturbed mentality. So with them, I'm helping. And in my locality here itself, whoever are there, because of your teachings, I have also started helping them out. So this is how I'm very grateful to ISKCON Bangalore for the beautiful opportunity you all have given. So you have been my instrument, Mataji. So thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
No, we are like instrument in bringing Krishna to all of them, right? Just being an instrument.
Yes,
Today,
Mataji.
Mr. Prabhu is saying the term Shiksha Guru is a great term. We can't be Shiksha Gurus because Shiksha Gurus are like very, very great terms which we are not qualified to. So we become instruments so as to bring that soul towards Krishna. Krishna just used you as an instrument to bring that particular soul. So in that way, we become an instrument. So we should not feel like, oh, I have done this and I am successful. No, that thought should not come. Even in material life, when you are successful in your job or career, whatever, your family, you'll be like, no, it's not me who have done this. It's actually Krishna. Because if he didn't desire, I can't even lift my hand. No, if to lift my hand, I need his sanction. So everything, I'm just an instrument. Everything is done by the Lord. I'm just going according to that will. So if we have that mentality in every walks of life, then we become more humble and we have become more grateful to God. Yes. So yes, who else like to share?
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Manasi. I think you can all unmute.
Yes, Mataji. Mataji, I on the behalf of room number 2, I would like to share all the experiences. Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
So the first experience is of Hemu Mataji, and whatever she told about is that her thoughts are like I came into her life as in the Bhakti Vriksha, and I tried to help her as much as possible. So Hemu Mataji thinks that I am an instrument in Krishna's hand to make her help her in whatever possible way. And the second the second experience was by Pampa Mataji. Like she is in Texas, USA currently. So she comes to the class half an hour late because of the time difference. And still she prays to Krishna. She trusts Krishna and tries to do whatever she can to please Krishna. So whatever she is trying to do, she tries like her level best to attend the classes how much ever possible. She thinks that Krishna has brought all of the admins and all to help her in this Bhakti Shastri, like Aishwarya Mataji. And the third experience was shared by Prafulla Mataji. She told that whenever she came to Krishna consciousness, and then like she started to grow, she started to chant, and she started to do the seva. So all of her surrounding, like her neighbors, her family and friends, all of them started to grow in Krishna consciousness automatically. So she feels that Krishna is making her like an instrument for everyone, so that she can help others to grow in Krishna consciousness. The fourth one was shared by Samir Prabhuji, and he told that he is a teacher in a school from 15 years, and he always puts a tilak, always says Hare Krishna at the start of the school. So all his students, Prabhuji students, so they all are like, Prabhuji, we are very grateful to you, and because you teach us Krishna stories, like whenever his time was there, so free time was there, so he teach to his students about Krishna stories, Krishna's pastimes, about all of Krishna's glories. So the students were very thankful to him to teach all of this to them. So so Samir Prabhuji thought that he is a great instrument in Krishna's hand. And then the pastime was shared by Dipali Mataji. So she told that her son is also like wanting to come to Krishna consciousness. So she tries her level best to bring her son to Krishna consciousness. She tries to make him chant, to make him attend classes and all. So like this, I feel that everyone who was present in the breakout room shared their experiences, concluding with mine, in which I feel that when I started to teach by your mercy, Aishwarya Mataji, when I started to teach to kids, so they were like they used to say hi, hello, ma'am, sir, and all of those things. So I tried my level best to help them to come to Krishna consciousness. And when the course ended, just after that, all of their profile photos were changed to the Radha Govinda statue of the ISKCON Mangaluru Mandir. And everyone in their status, they used to say Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, and all of those. The change I could see, and I feel that I've been an instrument in Krishna's hand to bring so many devotees, especially Vaikunta children. Like I feel that they are great devotees from the past, and I just tried to recall their memories from the past life and grow them in Krishna consciousness more. Thank you. Hare Krishna Mataji. I would like to conclude the group.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice, Manashri Mataji.
So what about room number 3?
Mataji, we spoke from room number 3.
So everyone's over. Room number 1. Okay.
Room number 1, Mataji. Actually, we
Oh,
all,
one.
room number Hare Krishna Mataji. So room number 1, everybody tried to speak, and it was very emotional and very beautiful experiences. So it was taking time, and so myself and Lavanya Mataji, we could not share. But the others, if anybody wants to elaborate, you can elaborate. Like Rachita Mataji was talking about very tough experiences in her life, and due to COVID, how the Gita came as an answer for her and how she became Krishna conscious. Krishna conscious. I'm saying very short, so you can elaborate when later. Jyoti Mataji spoke about how she was on her way to Gurudwara. Some kids she found in the bus and how she helped them despite many people who were trying to tell her you shouldn't do this, but she really gave them back, and she felt that she could see Krishna in the children, and she actually took them and she fed them, and she asked like she really was an instrument, and the children had just gone to the Gurudwara because they had faith in the Lord, and how she felt she was an instrument in giving them food and taking them and even paying for them. Then Sridhar Prabhu spoke about how when he was working in Bangalore, there was a fraud, and how he felt he became an instrument of Krishna because he was worried about how the fraud not being caught, and he became an instrument. He was able to find and locate the fraud. And Lakshmi Mataji spoke very beautiful about how she was in great depression due to different challenges she was facing, and how she was feeling that her life was meaningless and she was in depression, and how the course helped her and become Krishna conscious. So the course was the ISKCON course she's grateful to. And Rajat Prabhu spoke very, very touching story about how his father was suffering with a lot of heart problems and dementia, and how he was having fear of death. And Rajat Prabhu himself was not at that time a devotee so much, but he felt like he should help his father, and so he actually started reading up and explaining about the soul and all that, and he helped his father to achieve a calmer death. And after his father passed away, he got connected to ISKCON and he became a devotee. So it was very, very touchingly he expressed. I'm not able to express that well. Minal Mataji spoke so beautifully about how she got the opportunity to make prasada in the temple, and how she Namanishra Prabhu asked her to do a script, and suddenly she became an instrument, and she was able to do on the spot Krishna's butter leela, stealing leela and all that. So she explained very nicely. The Lavanya Mataji did not explain. I also couldn't explain. So I would just like to say briefly, Mataji, that I'm also a teacher like Rajat Prabhu, and I'm not able to put tilak to school. I don't know, like I have to take permission, but I think it's not allowed in my school. But I don't know, some good fortune, I was given the Vedic Society. We were asked to choose some club activity, and I took Vedic Society. And I said I can do Bhagavad Gita. So I'm getting one class every fortnight. And the children are like, ma'am, you're a Krishna lover. And so they know that I love Gita and I love Krishna. And recently there was, like the fraud which Prabhuji was talking about, there was a child who was doing some misbehavior and nobody's able to catch him. So I used, and because of that, my whole class is not going to get the bronze award, which we were going to get. So I told the children, this is an opportunity for you to understand that, whether in victory or defeat, you are going to be in equilibrium, like how in Gita, Krishna said. So I'm trying to use the opportunities to teach them from the Gita, and I feel I'm an instrument, and I'm able to get a chance to speak in a school where normally we can't speak. So I'm really so happy that Rajat Prabhu is able to, and I hope I can also be an instrument and teach more and more, although in school usually it's not so easy with all our syllabus and everything. Hare Krishna. Lavanya Mataji, you did not share, so you can quickly share, and others who want to pull in, you can please pull in. Hare Krishna. Lavanya Mataji.
Okay, before that, I know personally Lavanya Mataji, she's been like coming to our temple every Sunday. Even though she's a nursing student, she has her finals coming. Still, every Sunday she comes, and the most difficult service in the whole temple is washing pots in the kitchen. She directly enters the kitchen, the DT kitchen, and we all will be there. And that spirit, she comes with her friends. She always comes with 1 or 2 friends of her college and make them chant, make them take prasadam. So I feel she's becoming a better devotee and in becoming an instrument in bringing more souls. In that age, in the college age, it's very difficult to come to Krishna consciousness. So I feel she's a great instrument. Yes, Mataji, Hare Krishna. You can unmute, Lavanya Mataji. I think you're in hostel. Okay, so now her action speaks more than words. So yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
You have background noise. It's okay. So I feel, yeah, this is how we become instruments in everyone's life, like to bring more souls to Krishna consciousness. That's very important wherever we are, and trying to bring more souls to Krishna consciousness. And that's the best way. And Minal Mataji, her whole family was involved during Janmashtami. She came with her sister, her kids, her sister's kids, all were involved. They did a nice, beautiful drama, and also they cooked for Krishna Radha Govinda. And so much enthusiasm in the whole family. And so nice that how Krishna made you all instrument to bring more souls to Krishna consciousness and to spread Krishna consciousness.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, I had some network issue.
Yeah.
So, okay. If I say about mine, when I was started doing this Krishna consciousness, at starting, I was feeling like if someone else is there for me to support in the hostel, it is like everyone is seeing like something weird is going on. I have came from other planet or like that. I just thought like if someone is there, if one of my roommate also comes in Krishna consciousness, we together we can do. Then when I started chanting, one of my roommates, she was just she is coming and telling me like how nice is this, like what is this, that, this thing. I didn't told her much about anything chanting or Krishna consciousness. She started coming to temple along with me. Within 2 weeks, she also started reading Bhagavad Gita, attend the classes, and then she is also started chanting within 1 week. So I feel like it's all Krishna's arrangement. Like he used me. I am just become an instrument in his hand. Okay. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Yes, Minal Mataji, what do you like to say?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. All glories to Guru and Gauranga, and you, Mataji, also you are the one of the instrument. Because of you, we could do all this services and all. The experience was, we can't put it in the words, Mataji. It was so transcendental. The experience was so over this.
Yeah, so that's why we told them to do a drama for our Mayapur Yatra. So Prabhu's like forcing like many devotees to join us like on November 3rd to 8th. It's going to be a great yatra with all devotees, and we're going to Srivas Angan where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally danced in the Kirtan like in the evenings. Then we'll go to Chaitanya Mat, we'll go to Yoga Peeth where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. There's the neem tree and everything you can see. We'll have bath in the Ganges. So, and also many more places, Bhakti in the Thakur house. So if you can come, it would be very nice if you can join us. Make some time and join from November 3rd to 8th. Okay, so we're going for the Mayapur Yatra, and Prabhu wants more devotees to join. So it'll be nice if you all join. So they'll be doing some drama. Hopefully all of us are preparing for that, so that it's nice. It brings when you see a drama on Krishna pastime, you'll never forget that pastime. It's always in you. Or if you are acted in that drama, it will be always registered. You'll never forget. So this Prabhupada says drama is a one way to attract non-devotees to Krishna consciousness or to bring them closer to Krishna's pastime. So it's very nice to be part of it. And Jagannath Puri, whoever have come would have seen, like we had nice dramas, and it was like the best part of the yatra. So you still have time to think. It's in November. So please do come, join. Okay. So I think we can stop here. Next week I can complete the chapter 11. And after chapter 12, we have closed book exam. So please start studying, and the slokas also. And this time you have to chant all the 14 slokas. You should do a video call or in the video, you can post the video. So all the slokas have to be memorized from chapter 7 to 12. Attendance link was already shared.
How many slokas are we supposed to memorize?
14. You can see in that list. Yeah. The list which is shared. 14 slokas have to be memorized. Yes, you can chant 7 slokas first and then again next 7. Might be you can just see the verse number or the beginning of the verse and then keep chanting it. Minal Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna Mataji, only one word.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji, what my feeling is, I have already discussed there in the group also. See, before our birth also this world was running, after our death also this world will run. But when we are in it, let him run. By simply we will surrender to him by way of becoming his own tools. Because he has his own plan, let him execute his plan. What is good for us, we know. By way of surrendering all our fears, all our future, what will happen to our future, everything will go. Simply let us surrender to him. Let him use us whatever he wants to do. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Shraddha Mataji, I can't find the attendance link.
For Monday batch?
Yeah, I have posted.
Tuesday batch or Monday?
I posted it, but I'm not admin now.
Me
You
too.
post. What happened?
Mataji posted, but she's not able to find the attendance link.
Okay, I'll repost it. Only for the Monday batch, not Tuesday. You all got it. Sloka recitation, yeah, it's a closed book. You can record it and send.
And matlab in the video call or thing like last time.
So the video recording, record the video and send.
Okay, only video recording and that to 14, no?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to send it to you personally.
Yeah, all of you have to send, not now, after the 12 chapters. Okay. I will say once the closed book exam is over, you can all.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, I think we can end. All of you filled it. Okay, Vanchagal Padare Pesha Prabhasim Patitanam Papani Vaishnavi Vanaturi Vaishnavi Jai